Well, this morning I'm going to talk to you about the prophet Elisha. Remember last week I talked about him and how he took over from Elijah, who was an older prophet who was taken up into heaven on a fiery chariot. And Elisha is in Israel, and the other people in Israel were affected when another army invaded the area, and they kidnapped some people and took them away. And they were forced to work in another country. And there was a general in that country by the name of Naaman. And he had what was known as leprosy, which was a skin disease that gave him sores all over his body. And it's something that was painful and also troubled him. And so he reached out to people to try to cure him. They didn't have medicine like they do in our day. So he reached out to the priests of their religion, and they prayed to other God, not the God that we would pray to, for healing. And nothing worked. And then there was a girl about your age. And she said, she was from Israel. She said, back in my home, there's a prophet by the name of Elisha. And he has the power of healing that our God gives him. So Naaman took all of these camels and all these people, and he loaded them up with treasures, with gold, with silver, with silks and expensive fabrics, and he traveled all the way to Israel. And he was outside of the tent of Elisha, and he sent word in, come out here, because Naaman is here, and he has these gifts for you, if you will pray to your God, that he will receive healing. And Elisha just said, go back and tell Naaman to wash himself 7 times in the Jordan River. And Naaman was offended. He said, I've come an awful long way. And this prophet, Elisha, didn't even think enough to come out and talk to me in person. And we've got rivers back home. I don't know why the Jordan River would be any more special. But then another servant said to him, you know, General, if somebody said to do something very complicated, you probably would. Why not just take a chance that what he said is what his God told you to tell him? So Naaman does that. And after the 7th time, he comes up. And we're told that his skin was as clear as a young child's, like the skin of a youth. Can you pray with me? Dear God, we thank you for these children, for the families that bring them to church, and for the church that surrounds them with love and prayer.